Welcome back. You're watching Alive in History. Today, we're at Valley Forge National Historical Park, located just to the northwest of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is the site where George Washington had his Continental Army winter over between 1777 and 78 as they were fighting the British in the American Revolutionary War. Stay tuned for more historical facts, markers, and pictures that really highlight the significance of this historical national park called Valley Forge. So here you're looking at some reconstructed log cabins. This is the design that the soldiers would have constructed here within the first days of arriving at Valley Forge. They built these to help them weather the long cold winter that was ahead of them, and each log cabin would have held a squad of up to 12 Continental soldiers. Okay, so this is showing some of the most precious and vital equipment that the average Continental soldier would keep with them pretty much at all times, including when they went into battle. From the top, you've got a hatchet, and a spoon, a shoe buckle, a brush/pick for the musket, a powder horn, a bayonet, and a folding knife. This is the Maurice Stephans house. It's an old stone colonial house, not built until the 1800s, so this would not have been there during the time that Washington's Continental Army weathered the long winter there. But it's still a beautiful house nonetheless. And here we have George Washington's headquarters. It's a beautiful little stone house. You can see the flag with the blue background and the white stars. That's the flag symbol for George Washington's headquarters. So wherever he was staying, that flag would follow him. This is probably my favorite place in the whole national park. If you ever get a chance to go, it's definitely a must-see. So this is the top of the National Memorial Arch. It's meant to commemorate George Washington and all of his Continental Army. It reads, "To the officers and private soldiers of the Continental Army, December 19, 1777 through June 19, 1778. If you ever get a chance to go, it's a very impressive memorial. Great place to just go and reflect on the sacrifices made by these mostly men, but some women too, around the time that they served in our American Revolution, fighting off the British so that we could have our own country and fighting for our independence." So this is just a picture to show some of the landscape that's around here. It's a very beautiful area. This is actually to the right of the Stephans farm, and it's just interesting to think, what this might have looked like back during the winter of 77 into 78, with all the log buildings and the tents and troops everywhere trying to stay warm and all the little campfires. I thought this was pretty cool. It's obviously a memorial marked from the Daughters of the Revolution, 1776 to 1891. I just thought this was a really cool memorial, and it was worthy of taking a picture. Here we have a monument commemorating the African American patriots who served in the Continental Army. It's thought that the African American patriots made up approximately 5% of the Army's men. And this is just a snapshot I took as I was crossing the Schuylkill River. Really nice area. So I thought this was an interesting monument. It was erected by the Freemasons in 1997, commemorating George Washington, who, interestingly enough, he was also a member of the Masonic fraternity. So I just thought that was interesting, that the Masons are still around to this day. And the message of this is just to recognize that freedom is just as important today as it was back during the time of the Revolution. That's going to conclude this short video on Valley Forge National Park. I hope you found it interesting. thought-provoking. And if you ever get a chance to go out and visit, I highly recommend it. It's a place to just basically honor and pay your respects to the people who've sacrificed to make this country what it is today. And it's up to us to carry the torch and fight for our values and freedoms and what we believe in and strive for a more perfect union. So with that being said, I thank you for watching. And until next time, we are Alive in History. Take care.